Saturn's moon, Titan, isn't what most people imagine when they think of an alien world. Shorelines cut across the landscape. Dark seas stretch into the distance beneath an orange sky. Clouds drift overhead. Rain falls from above. And for a moment, it almost feels like home. Until you remember you're standing on a frozen methane moon orbiting Saturn, nearly 1 billion miles from Earth. Nothing here is quite what it seems. At first, it appears deceptively ordinary. But as you start to explore its frozen landscape, the illusion of familiarity begins to unravel. Titan is the only moon in our solar system with a dense atmosphere. It's shrouded in a thick orange photochemical haze, created when sunlight breaks apart methane high above the moon. In fact, its atmosphere is even thicker than Earth's. Even at midday, the horizon feels muted. Distant features fade into the haze, and the sun appears as little more than a bright spot behind the clouds. The deeper you venture into Titan's landscape, the more the atmosphere makes its presence known. The haze is everywhere. It softens the horizon and turns the sky into a sea of orange and gold. Looking upward reveals little, only shifting layers of cloud and mist suspended above the frozen world. Most days, the sky beyond remains hidden, but occasionally, the haze thins just enough, and through the orange veil, something enormous begins to emerge. Saturn, dimmed by Titan's atmosphere, yet unmistakable. From here, Saturn is not a distant world, but a constant presence. A ringed giant suspended above the horizon, watching over this frozen moon from the sky. Yet Titan's greatest mysteries are not found above. They lie scattered across the frozen landscape below. As you continue across Titan's surface, the terrain begins to change. The horizon widens. The rocky landscape stretches into the distance, and ahead, something dark emerges from the haze. A vast sea stretching into the distance beneath the dim orange glow of Titan's sky. At first, the scene feels remarkably familiar. A coastline, a horizon, a vast body of liquid stretching beyond sight. But Titan's seas are not made of water. They are composed primarily of liquid methane and ethane, substances that exist as gases on Earth, yet flow freely as liquids across Titan's cryogenic surface. The sea moves differently here, slower, heavier, like a version of Earth's oceans seen through an alien lens. Small ripples spread across the dark surface, their motion softened by Titan's environment. There is no crashing surf. Only a quiet, dark expanse of liquid stretching beneath the haze. The air carries a faint chemical scent, like gasoline or a fuel station on a cold winter morning. Except here, that smell isn't coming from a machine. It's coming from the world itself. Titan's seas are only one part of a much larger cycle. Here, methane plays the role that water plays on Earth. It evaporates into the atmosphere and forms clouds, and beneath the orange sky, methane rain falls across the frozen terrain. The same substance that exists as a gas on Earth becomes weather on Titan. Over time, these storms reshape the landscape, carving channels through the surface, feeding lakes and seas, driving a weather cycle unlike any other in the solar system. To witness it firsthand would be unlike anything on Earth. An orange sky, methane rain, seas of liquid hydrocarbons stretching beyond the horizon. Standing here, it becomes clear why Titan has fascinated scientists for decades. It is not merely another moon. It is an entire world, one that continues to reveal itself in unexpected ways. You turn your back on the methane sea and begin the long climb. The terrain grows drier beneath your feet. Then, through the orange haze, they appear. Vast dunes rising from the landscape like frozen waves. But these dunes are not made of ordinary sand. Their grains are composed of complex organic compounds created high in Titan's atmosphere. Over millions of years, winds carried them across the moon, gathering them into enormous fields that stretch for hundreds of miles. Some dunes rise hundreds of feet above the surrounding terrain. Standing among them, the silence is absolute. Nothing grows here. Nothing moves but the wind. Yet the most remarkable part of Titan remains hidden, buried deep beneath the frozen surface. Far below the dunes, far below the methane seas, an astonishing discovery awaits. a vast ocean of liquid water hidden beneath Titan's icy shell, containing more water than all of Earth's oceans combined. Yet, from the surface, there is little to suggest it exists at all. Titan guards its secrets well, and many of its mysteries remain unsolved. Among them is a question that continues to fascinate scientists. Could this hidden ocean harbor the conditions needed for life? For now, the answer remains unknown. It is easy to think of moons as barren places, but Titan challenges that idea. It is a world that seems to exist between contradictions. Familiar in some ways, yet unlike anything we have ever known. A place where methane rain falls from hydrocarbon clouds, where rivers carve their way across a landscape colder than any natural environment on Earth, and where the ingredients for life may exist in places we have only just begun to imagine. For centuries, Titan was little more than a distant point of light orbiting Saturn. Today, we know it as one of the most remarkable worlds in the solar system, a moon with weather, seas, dunes, mysteries, and perhaps many more discoveries waiting beneath the haze. As our exploration continues, Titan reminds us of something easy to forget. The universe is not filled with empty worlds. It's filled with places with histories, with landscapes, with processes unfolding across spans of time almost impossible to comprehend. And among all the worlds we have discovered so far, few invite our curiosity quite like this one. A frozen moon wrapped in orange haze, orbiting quietly beneath the rings of Saturn, the most Earth-like world in our entire solar system. And we have only just begun to explore it.